the rhythm, the rebel. Yes. Ready,
I am ready.
Robert?
Let's not do that anymore. I'm trying to see what's going to.
I don't even know when I was at it. Total alive.
Exactly.
Check.
All right.
Everyone sounds good?
All right.
And I will start recording. We're good to go?
It's good. That's Das Bim. This has been there. Rock that episode 35. We are back. Prancer from the Flatbush Corner.
Yes, sir.
Robert is over here with the technical difficulties.
We're not
So
doing
good.
that, and there are none. So we're good.
And
So,
the big retro is not here.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be here in a future episode.
True indeed.
So anyway, Flatbush Corner.
Yes, sir.
How was your week?
Wow, going on, Popcorn. Yo, I'm here. Salute, praying slow. You know, one of the ambassadors of the almighty low lives. I'm just glad that I seen another Thanksgiving, which was kind of crazy and sentimental at the same time because the date was crazy because it was the 10th anniversary of my pops passing and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I had got some information about a dude from the Flatbush side of things. He used to be a barber at Natural Roots or something like that on 30 on Church, 35th and 34th. Choice. You know what I mean? So rest in peace to his family and rest in peace to all the soldiers that, you know, held him down like my nigga Act Love, which is crazy that their birthdays and the year was the same. You know what I'm saying? But they used to call each other twin, you know what I mean? And it was crazy. So, you know, my condolences to him and the fam and the Flatbush side of things, you know what I mean? We lost a good one. But other than that, my Thanksgiving was, you know, it was what it was. I just reflected on everything my pops, you know, raised me and taught me to be as a man, you know, and hold it down for my moms and all women in my life, you know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? And all the picnics, you know what I'm saying? So I just try to be the man that I hope he proud of, you know what I mean? Because he was in my life for a reason to show me guidance and, you know, for me to become a man and be comfortable in my own skin and to move the way I do. That's why it could only be one Prancer out here in this world, you know what I mean? And then other than that, just working and grinding and, you know, I ain't want to be too sentimental, sorry about that, but you know what I'm saying? But, yo, Robbie Fingers, what's good, bro?
Yeah, coming off Thanksgiving week, I'm in a similar boat. I lost like my grandmother and my aunt in that week 2 years in a row, so we always reflect on that that time of year. Yeah, I had a 2-family Thanksgiving. I had to drive between turkey meals, so that was adventurous. I had the windows down.
Right.
Trying to stay right.
True
Stay
indeed.
between the lines. No alcohol, but turkey will kick your ass. But you know, little Jewish side, little Colombian side, so very multicultural Thanksgiving. Lots of family. That was a beautiful thing.
Very filling.
Oh yeah. So I feel hungover still, like 3 days later, but you know it's good. Other than that, is on the music side, I've been bumping the new Benny the Butcher project, fire. All the Griselda tapes have been crazy, so I'm definitely a big supporter of that. And other than that, I've been chilling really. Like, I'm working my company, got a couple of trips to do coming up. So we got the Miami trip, obviously.
True indeed.
So looking forward to that. And other than that, I'm just happy to go with the team.
No doubt.
You get to meet your boy Thurston.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Thurston.
Now, you already know, yeah. He got them 2 events out there, the 6th and the 7th, the Friday and the Saturday at a new location. It's not going to be at Grandma's house, but it's going to be in that Wynwood area, and it's going to be crazy. You know what I mean?
Wynwood's ill.
Yeah. So,
what's the taco spot over there that's like, it's got a nightclub in the back?
but it's crazy big, right?
It's like small in the front, but then the back there's like a 150-person club.
Right. Now I forgot the name though, but I know exactly what you're talking.
Koyo.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, Koyo Taco. Yeah, we're gonna be out there.
Oh, of course. You already know. Yo, matter of fact, I ain't mean to cut your wisdom, Robbie, but I forgot I caught a brain freeze. But last night I was at this function at Highland Ballroom with State Property. Yo, it was crazy in it. Yo, for real. DJ Self was up in there chilling. He had the DJ, the opening set before State Prop came on and did their thing. Yo, everybody sound phenomenal. You know what I mean? It was good to see that Philly team together. You know what I mean? The Broad Street Bully and them getting it back together. My man Petey Crack still with that ring. Yo, it was definitely a good thing that Lyricist Lounge had did. My cousin Ann and Danny Castro, they always, you know, keep that authentic hip hop alive for the New York area and everywhere. You know what I mean? We gonna have them as a guest too. Oh, I might be bringing too much guests, so I don't know if we might have them. You know, people trying to, you know, cut my throat on my guest list. You know what I mean? It's all good. I know a lot of people, man. I be just trying to give everybody they just do, because that's what this platform is for, man. You know, it's for the lifestyle. You know, it ain't a low thing. It ain't. That's what we've been showing with our guests we've had. You know what I'm saying? For them 30 plus guests we've had, it's just been in and out. You don't know what we're gonna give you each week.
Yeah, I think we've had a decent variety.
Yes, definitely.
It's been some low because a lot of the people want that, but we've been showing other sides of things too. So John, what's new with you?
Nothing much, man. Just doing the do. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna say thank you to Prance's family and Prance himself, because Thanksgiving I had the plate of all plates.
Oh yes.
And I ate like a king. I had like 2 big plates.
As you should.
I just didn't, you know what I'm saying? It was so much food on the plates I couldn't understand it.
No doubt.
Saturday I went to the State Property thing. Shout out to Dan Green.
No doubt.
Shout out to DJ Self. Shout out to DJ Unique. I haven't seen him in a while, but you know they put on a good show, and we will be in the building December 20th because Rock Marciano will be there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Other than that, and I would like to say
shout out Jazz.
Yeah, shout out to Jazz.
Friend of the podcast.
Yes, thank you.
It's my life. Happy birthday. Well, it was yesterday, but my son turned 21. So you guys know what that means, fuckers.
No doubt.
That means child support for one child is done.
I thought you meant you were gonna grab a drink with him.
You know what I mean?
I know
you know what I mean? He went the other way.
I'm keeping it real. After you pay 21 years for somebody, and you don't gotta pay no more, it's a joyous occasion.
I feel you.
But
there's a lot of dudes that's saluting you right now for that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it 100.
That's it.
It is
what it is. It is what it is.
But other than that, you know, that was it. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm still smiling off of that. But anyway, enough of my nonsense.
You don't get you smiling too much.
Nah, that was
a good one.
Yeah,
I got you.
If you know how it is to go through the system with child support, then you would know why I'm smiling. Because it's no joke.
Salute to the location again, too. Salute to my crib.
That's right.
For real. My humble abode, you know, for us doing this show up in here. Salute to my cousin, Two Tone, that's got the IG live for us right now. You know what I mean? So I got to salute family that's in the building and supporting us.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we do Brooklyn, we do Harlem now.
No doubt.
We all over.
No Queens yet.
No Queens yet. No guests. Queens guest or location. What's going on, Robbie?
Yeah, Robert, you gotta
let us know.
You gotta help us out with that.
I got a location, but I'm getting everyone to go to Queens. It's the distant land that might as well be Wyoming, even though I'm right off the Queensboro Bridge.
True.
That's neither here nor there.
I got you.
So, let's get to our guest.
Yes, sir.
He has a nonprofit from Brooklyn. He actually does, and I think this is very awesome from him. He gives shoes to the homeless and less fortunate. He's the one and the only Andre Mcdonnell. How you doing, my brother?
I feel good, man. Thank you. I appreciate you. Been there, rock that, for having me on this podcast. Actually, I'm very excited. This is my first podcast I've ever done.
Wow.
I've done some, humbly, I've done some interviews. I've done some radio interviews, but I've never done a podcast before.
Oh, wow.
So this is my first, you know. This is in a record book, something that I'm taping right now, so I can show my viewers and open up your culture to our culture.
Thank you.
So Andre, just give our viewers a little bit of synopsis of what you do and what your company does.
Okay. Well, I mean, if I've worked in fashion for a long period of time. I used to work at a real popular clothing store called the Atrium.
Yes.
It's on 644 Broadway and Bleecker Street in Soho, for those who don't know.
Essential.
I worked at that store for 19 years. I've dressed everybody. I've dressed people for magazine covers, photo shoots, television shows, all kind of stuff like that. And on May 17, 2012, that's my birthday, and Malik Allen, shout out to Malik Allen, wherever you are in this world, man. Malik Allen used to play for the Orlando Magic. And for my birthday, he gave me a pair of Jordans, some Jordan 3s for my birthday. My birthday is May 17th. So we used to have this thing in Manhattan where all the different stores play basketball against each other. So Atrium, we would play against the stock guys from the Gap, and the Gap would play against guys from Old Navy, and Old Navy play against Bloomingdale's, and we'd all play ball together. We'd play ball from 7:30 in the morning to 9:30 because everybody had to start their job at 10 o'clock. And that day was June 18, 2012. Me and my friends were playing basketball, and my team lost. We lost, and we were sitting on the side just talking, just building, cutting it up. And I looked to my right, and I saw a guy limping through the gate. But when he was limping, I really didn't get to pay it no mind until the gate opened. And when the gate opened, I saw this guy walking with no shoes and socks on. And I said, no shoes and socks on in June, where it's burning hot? So two things came through my mind. What I had on right there, and then the need that I probably can give this man. I ran up to the man and I said, excuse me, sir, can I ask you something? What size shoe you wear? He said, get the out my face, leave me the alone, get the F, anything that you not say in the church, he said to me. And I thought about it and I was like, man, there has to be something going on. I said, I'll leave you alone if you tell me what size shoe you wear. I was waiting for him to just say the size. If he'd have just said the size, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. But he said the last time I remember, I wear size 10. I'm like, what do you mean the last time you remember? He said, I just haven't had a good pair of footwear on in a long time. So I thought about two things. I thought about what I had on, and I thought about my closet in Brooklyn. There's three ways to look at your sneakers. On the floor, in front of you, and then some people look at their sneakers like that. I almost was at the point of looking at my sneakers like that. So I asked the man, if I gave you these sneakers right now, would you put them on? He was like, I don't have any money, leave me alone, I'm okay, just leave me alone. I was like, I'll leave you alone if you just try them on. I wear a 10. What size shoe you wear?
10.
You wear a 10. So if I gave you a 12, would it fit you? How swollen would your feet have to be to fit a size 12? And I opened up the sneaker, got on my knee and begged him, please put your foot in the shoe. When he put his foot in the shoe and I touched the tip of the shoe, his toe was right there. So that means his feet were swollen 2 sizes bigger than it was. When that happened, there's 2 things that happened to me. I said there has to be less fortunate people like him. And then also all that fashion that I have in my closet that I got for free from fashion stylists, that I got for free from brands, that I got for free just for working at that store, that I paid for when I didn't even need it, just wanted to be the fresh guy and be the hot guy. I had all these sneakers. So after I gave him the sneakers and he walked away, I went back to my bag, I put on my dress shoes and I went to work. I went to work that day and the whole day I could not even think. All I could think about is this gentleman that I met. So what I decided to do is started walking around New York City every day, looking for less fortunate people that wear from 10 to 12, and making sure that less fortunate people have good, proper sneakers on. Now the thing about it is, like Prince, he has so much polo. So if Prince was to ask one of his friends, yo, can I borrow a polo sweater? They would look at him like he's crazy. Yo, you got all the low in the world, why you want mine? That's what people were telling me. Yo, Andre, what in fashion you don't have? Why do you want my sneakers? And I started telling people, I want your sneakers because I want to start walking around New York City and providing your sneakers to people who need. People were a little, they didn't believe me. So what I started doing is when you give me a sneaker, I started taking a picture or a video of who I gave the sneaker to.
Proof. That was your
When I gave you a sneaker away and I send you a picture and video, what it does now is remove me and make you feel like you have helped the less fortunate.
Definitely.
And now, It's From the Soul is a bridge where we teach people how to enjoy helping the less fortunate. There are 67,000 less fortunate people in the state of New York right now. 67,000 less fortunate people. That means either Madison Square Garden or either the Barclays Center. If you fill it up for 8 nights in a row, that's how many less fortunate people are in our city. So why, of the 67,000, why are there almost 2,000 people walking around our city with almost no shoes on? And I want to do something about it. This borough right here, Brooklyn, every block, what is there? A dry cleaner, a bodega, a liquor store, and what else? A sneaker store. So if you wanted to start a sneaker company in New York, in America or in the world, you have to start it right here in New York. Any sneaker that pops off here will pop off anywhere else. So what I started doing is started to take this sneaker culture and look for people who need it and not people who want it, and started providing. The great thing about it also too is in the beginning I just wanted to do it around New York City. And then I had an opportunity to go to Canada. And I did it in Canada. Then I had an opportunity, I'm from Barbados, I had the opportunity to do it in Barbados. And then I had the opportunity to do it in Guyana, Jamaica, back to Barbados, Medellin, Colombia. You said you're from Colombia. Shout out on the rail, J Balvin and DJ Pope. They flew me to Medellin, Colombia. And in the hood, worse than Brownsville, hood of Medellin, Colombia, I provided more than 500 sneakers to children and women in Medellin, Colombia. So from the day June 18, 2012 till today, certified domestically and internationally, It's From the Soul has given now more than 25,000 sneakers to people who need them and not want them.
Just there's, that's dope.
Yes.
There is a big epidemic of homelessness and stuff like that, especially in New York. You see them all over the place. So for somebody like you, you didn't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to do it. You have to do it. But you know what I'm saying? That's awesome. We should have more people like that. For all the sneakers that we throw out or we don't use or that's sitting there, we should all have that mentality. So let me give back. Let me help. So let me help somebody.
But that's why I like the interviews and the podcasts and stuff like that he does is giving people.
Well, this is his first podcast.
That too. which is
on
good.
TV though.
And a good one because we had number 39
exactly.
for now. So nationwide. Anyway, but with each one teach one. Once he spread the good word and he has a close knit family like us with the podcast and stuff like that, to have our viewership know what he's doing, which is a great thing that a lot of people need to jump on. Like,
Prince, hold on one second.
no problem. And Lo, what's good, man?
What's good?
Very nice.
Alright, yeah, just continue that thought.
All
Pick
right.
it up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just good that his words could get out to people through the social media too. Like, we got a lot of cameras going on right now. We're going live. We put it on YouTube and stuff like that because this type of information needs to get out there. You know what I mean?
Another thing also too, some people right now, especially our followers and people who are looking on this, are looking in their closet and it's like, I got sneakers, but they kind of beat up. But there's a part of Guinea, Africa, where we're going to in February. There's a part of Guinea, Africa, where the nearest shoe store is 5 miles away from where these people live at. There's a part of Guinea, Africa, where people's feet are becoming infected. They are losing their legs, they're losing their feet through infection. We are going there and provide. there are 3 different donations to It's From the Soul. There is the ones that we can give away right away. There's the ones that need to be washed. I'd love to give a big shout out to the original laundromat on 1444 St. John Place. This is a laundromat that allows It's From the Soul to wash sneakers for free. And then there are donations that are kind of beat up. I am not in a situation now to tell people I can't take their beat up sneakers. But your worst sneaker in the world is still a Gucci or Louis Vuitton for people in Africa. You know, fake sneakers cost hundreds of dollars in Africa. So we are just trying to teach people how to enjoy helping the less fortunate. The end of every single month, I take people's children, nieces and nephews to the laundromat. I took Prant's son to the laundromat, and we teach him how to old school wash and clean sneakers. You're teaching them 2 things, responsibility and teaching them that they don't always need a new pair. The other day, I'm on the 4 train in Utica Avenue, and I seen a grown man take his hand, lick his tongue on his finger, and wipe his sneakers down. I said, are you serious? Is this what this sneaker and fashion culture has done to us? Where if somebody messes it up, that you need to have a new one? So shout out to also those brands
or I didn't mean to cut you off, but like road rage. Back in the days, it was like sneaker rage. Like, yo, you stepped on my sneakers, son. Yeah, so that's sneaker rage, like road rage. You feel me? Back in the days.
Flatbush and Church Avenue,
you
that area, you step on someone Jay's, Spot Bills, cream felines. You step on my cream felines, Church in Flatbush. What? Wait, listen to me. And he can understand. Biltmore Ballroom, I used to be on my tippy toes because I didn't want to get my sneakers messed up.
You'd either do that, the little duck walk, or you have the gel inserts that you put in the heel. And when I was in high school, they would turn them around and put them in the toe box. So everyone was trying to protect the toe boxes on the Nike Dunks and the Air Forces and the Jordans.
Right.
And people's feet were getting fucked up. I mean, all to keep sneakers look unworn.
Right.
And that whole mentality, it was funny because when you was talking about it, I'm like, I was thinking about my closet, as you said. It was like, man, I got shit from high school that I wouldn't even touch now. But knowing that could help someone else, I mean, how do people get to you and donate?
Well, I've been this podcast. I've been using social media. We have It's From the Soul Instagram, It's From the Soul Twitter, Facebook. We have a great website. You know, I'm proud to say now that I've been doing It's From the Soul for 6 years, and we just got the 501c3. Awesome. Humbly, I've been featured on CNN. When I was featured on CNN 5 years ago, when the interview was done on the TV, law firms all over the country were calling me. And they were like, hey, send us your 501c3 number. We want to donate money. And I was like, I don't have one of those. Click. Not even have a good day. Click. You know? So now, in order for us to continue to go to other countries and to provide, we need monetarily support. We are a certified nonprofit organization. The second thing also too, we are going to be the organization where we teach people how to enjoy and trust in nonprofits. You know, there's a lot of nonprofits where, you know, it's a money. I don't ask for money. What I ask, your Prance, Sunday, he can tell you, Prance, I got 15 boxes of sneakers that Stadium Goods wants to give me. Yeah. Can you please drive me just straight to Chinatown so I can get them? Utilizing people and helping people to help people to help people to help the less fortunate.
And I was there, right?
And he was there.
And I packed it with you, right?
What? And you packed it and he helped me take it upstairs and everything. So this is just, that's what It's From the Soul is about. Just an organization taking the sneaker culture and teaching not only just children, but grown adults that our skin is more important than leather, rubber, and cotton. And a sneaker is only made out of leather, rubber, and cotton. And that's what we're doing. We're giving the culture back.
Yeah, no, that. I'm glad you said that, because I just think a lot of people, especially the young generation, the Roberts of the world.
I'm older than this. No, I'm older than this one. The young generation is a whole different generation.
I'm just saying they worship all this stuff.
But Robbie got an old soul.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He moved different.
Nah, he's cool.
He's cool. You were right.
But they just worship all this stuff. This stuff, this monetary stuff, is not going to be there. Instead of, like you said, you know what I'm saying, caring about yourself and other people. Like,
now another thing also too, with that being said also too, it doesn't have to finish with sneakers. You know, I've fashion styled a lot of people. Every single, there's 5 of us right here. All 5 of us can look in our closet and look and notice things that you will never ever wear again. All I'm asking you to do, instead of dropping it in a box, instead of just giving it to Salvation Army, wouldn't it feel better to give it to someone yourself? You know, I do this thing during the winter called Sweater Saturday. Sweater Saturday is the coldest Saturdays of the winter. Hat, gloves, scarf, sweater, jackets, and coats. We all go into our closet and look for something that you know you're not gonna wear. You wear men's medium, I wear large XL. You wear small, he wear large XL. Cousin wear large XL. So the more people, the more sizes. And on the coldest Saturdays, we walk around with our stuff. You don't drop it, and we provide it to people. And people love it. It's from the Soul Sweater Saturday. Started with 3 people. Me, 1 person from my boy Charles from Jersey, and my boy Mike from Philly. Then the next thing you know, it was 9 people with their children. Then the last time we did it, it was 17 people, including parents and children. So that's what just It's From the Soul is for. I'm not saying that I don't love fashion and I don't love culture. You know, and on an honest note too, working at Atrium and working in these fashion stores, I used to wear $1,000 worth of clothes every day.
Yes.
But how did I feel about myself? And keeping it even more real on this podcast, I wore $1,000 worth of clothes and ate McDonald's chicken McNugget every day. You know what I'm saying? Facts. McDonald's chicken McNugget. Why? Because it was all about what I look like. But I had nothing inside of me until that day of June 18th.
Man, so that means you was in Atrium when they had the
polos section.
Come on.
The DKNY rollout.
Come on, man. Come on. DKNY in the back with the big DKNY, 6 feet DKNY. All right. And everything was yellow, black, and gold. And then they had the silver jacket, the silver skis collection. Come on. And then in the back, in the back, we had the Ralph Lauren section. We had the teddies. And because we had the teddies, we had to keep the security guard right there in front of the teddies. Come on, man. Stop. Jabro with the Velcro on the side. Come on, stop playing with me.
Talk about it.
Stop. I was there with Gene Meyer when we introduced Gene Meyer to New York. We introduced Theory to New York. Nobody had G-Star in New York until Atrium. Right. Atrium introduced G-Star. Nudie jeans, the skinny jeans. When we told guys to do the skinny jeans, when I wore the skinny jeans on Utica and St. John, they was like, yo, what going with man? Yo, I'm good, so. Yo, I'm to the guy there. Yo, I'm them pants there. Yo, the pants they short. Why the man their pants so short? Yo, this like, yo, fam, what's up with your boy from Park Place? Why you dressed like that? Now, men, no disrespect, men dress like women now. Men dress like women. You know, I'm not gonna put these rappers out. I won't do you rappers like that. But there's a bunch of rappers who when they came to me, I was like, yo, narrow it down. You're not that big. Why don't you show how really lean and slim you are? Nah, fam, we don't do it like that, daddy. We don't do it like that. That ain't our style, fam. We don't do it like that, fam. You know what I mean? That's not my thing, fam.
Facts.
But now,
you sound just like it.
Slim.
Yes.
Slim? Oh, come on,
that's
man.
the thing now.
Yeah, that's where fashion has gone now, man. You know,
it's slim fit and they still taking it in.
Slim fit and taking it in, and now the short bottom. Everything is a little short bottom.
You gotta show a little ankle.
Little bottom, so you can show your socks, so you have a little short bottom. Oh my gosh, man! Helmut Lang, 96 to 2001 did the short bottom, and they sold all of it at the store. Where the YSL stores in Soho, that used to be the Helmut Lang store. Right. When Helmut Lang tried to introduce short bottom slim pants, all those jeans were in that store on sale for 80% off because nobody wouldn't do it. Now, it's crazy, man. But but
sometimes you just be ahead of your time.
Okay.
That's how it always be.
I can agree with that.
So let's fast forward to 2018 regarding Soho as a fashion hub and how it's changed. Because we've talked about this on the show before. And like I was running around then, 04 to 07 heavy. Like that was like Babe,
Iceberg.
Clientele, like all that. That was where I was at.
04 Iceberg.
Yeah. I missed the Iceberg.
Iceberg.
That's out of my price range. I couldn't get down with the
So
Iceberg.
my opinion to you now,
Yes.
Soho now,
Yes.
Andre McDonald's opinion is called the mall.
Yeah.
Go to any mall in the suburbs. The same 20 stores that you would see in Connecticut, New Jersey, Texas, Alabama. Go to any suburban mall. The same 20 stores that you see in the mall are the same 20 stores that are in Soho right now. Before Soho, there was only 6 stores in Soho. Why? Because it was nothing but art galleries. It used to be art galleries.
Yep.
I'm talking Thompson, West Broadway, Worcester, Green. Mercer.
Yep.
Then you go up to Mott, Broome. Nothing. That was the place people
But
all over the world
I ain't
came.
mean to cut your wisdom, but what was always there though on West Broadway? That RL. Ralph always had a store on West Broadway.
That's right. Because it was RL first. Before
Before it was double RL.
Before it was double RL. And now it went back to Ralph.
When you talking about when the art galleries and all that was down there, that store was down there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a lot of heads ain't know that store was down. Everything was a mansion. Yo, the mansion. People wasn't in Soho because that was unforgotten land, shopping land. You know what I mean? Everything was Fifth Ave, this, that, Lord and
People
Taylor,
like
this, that,
downtown
and
for
third.
that, yeah.
Right.
Piece to the little double RL store on Prince Street that was there for.
Yes.
That was in the cut.
Yeah.
That one either.
It's a makeup store now.
It's crazy. That shit hurt my heart.
See what I'm saying? It's mad history that people need to hear that I appreciate him, not for just his movement that he do.
For being there.
Exactly. And could talk about it and remember.
And put it in perspective.
That's what I respect with this man. His memory is always vivid about it.
I remember when was this? I started working at HM in 96. I remember 98, 99. Some little hustlers in Brooklyn, you know? They want to go to S&D's. I was like, S&D's? I said, yo, come to Soho, come to Manhattan. There's some real fashion. Nah, bad man no shop in them place there. No go them place there.
Yo, Village? Nah, too close to the Village, man.
No, me don't
deal with that.
Me don't go them place there. A funny place that.
Me
don't deal with them place there. But now, what? Now? Oh my gosh. But yeah,
Batman
man,
broader than Broadway.
Yes, for sure. So now, with that being said, with that included in fashion, now like how fashion changed, now we in the 90s, and even in the early 2000s, you were the freshest as you can be, even if you went into a vintage store. But now you have to wear these. Now these young kids, they have to wear these brands that certify fashion. Please listen. Fashion is not how you look. It's how you feel. How you feel. You can wear what you want to wear. Long as you're feeling good in it, don't listen to nobody. Don't listen to anyone. So back to the main thing. We are trying to teach people the fashion that you have, that you're done with because you're so stuck in being a follower, that old fashion that you don't wear, give it to me. Let me provide it to people who need it for you. And that's what I'll do. We are the bridge to helping less fortunate people. Going back to that.
And that's direct rather than, if you look at the way Goodwill works, or a lot of these donation bins, people don't read the fine print. Those clothes all go on sale somewhere. There aren't direct donations. It raises awareness, which isn't a tangible thing, right? Like, this is where, like you said about a lot of nonprofits, you have to be careful about, you have to be able to follow the money and see where things go. You're really in the streets directly donating to people.
Don't kill me. Another thing also too, what makes It's From the Soul enjoyable, that they don't come to us. We go to them. For people out there, a lot of people are scared of less fortunate people. You scared. You see how they act on the train, they screaming, they yelling. They're screaming and yelling because they need help and they don't know how to ask for help. If you are doing It's From the Soul, we call them by sir and miss. And we are trying to get them to understand that we realize that they are people just like us.
So basically you have a script on introduction on how to deal with them.
Yes, definitely. A lot of them, that's a what do you call it? A war.
Like a defense mechanism.
Because they really need it. Another thing also too, a lot of less fortunate people have had homes, apartment, lofts, but mentally in their head they still believe that they live in these places. Mm-hmm. So that's why they react with pride. The other day I took a family out to help the less fortunate. The first 2 people that we helped, yo, get out my face, leave me alone, yo, this and that. The average person would be like, you know what? I'm out of here. I'm going back home. Mm-hmm. But because those 2 people, that means that suitcase full of 25 sneakers, I'm going back all the way to Utica Avenue and not provide just because 2 people. Another thing also too, how many of our family members or people we love treat us wrong? That we love, that we grew up with. These less fortunate people, they give you a little curse, a little yell or whatever, and now you don't want to deal with them. Another thing too, I'm very passionate about this. Mm-hmm. And this is no disrespect. If you want to help them, bless you. But we need to start helping less fortunate people more than just November and December. Mm-hmm. I didn't do anything for Thanksgiving. Why? Because every day I'm with a suitcase. I'm not doing anything for Christmas. Why? Because every day I'm with a suitcase. Sure. If you want to help the less fortunate during that holiday, bless you. But what happened to the other 10 months of the year? Mm-hmm. You don't do nothing for them?
Mm. There's nothing more hollow than the rapper turkey giveaway.
Oh,
my. All these rappers think they're Frank Lucas, just going up, giving the turkey.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, them rappers want to get some sneakers, holla at me. But I understand
if you're giving people turkeys and they don't even have a kitchen to cook them in, what's good is the turkey?
That's real, man. That's real. So, I'm just saying, you got something, whatever your skill is. If you know how to cook, you look at my friend right here. My friend been a major hip hop dancer, traveled all over the world. So now what he do? He go to Japan and give his skill and talent back to people in Japan. That's called It's From the Soul. Whatever you set this up, this podcast. There's some kids right now, wherever you're from in Queens or whatever, who will learn to love how to really proper do the sound, how to really do that. You can turn someone into an engineer. You also too, you have the skill of putting this all together. Someone wants to do the things you do. We just have to find them.
I coach basketball.
You play ball?
Yeah.
Stop playing.
That's what he tell us. Don't play.
Don't play with that.
He's been on the injured list more than but it's all good.
Listen, I coach now, so
okay, all right.
But I got this one kid. I think I'm gonna lace him because he keeps slipping and sliding because his shoes are all.
What size shoe you wear?
I'm gonna find out.
Find out for me. I got some basketball sneakers. We show love.
Definitely.
We show love.
But and kids will go all out of the way with pride to I'm like, his laces are torn. I'm like, bro, you can't. His foot's hurt and he's doing all these things. I'm like, look, I just came off ankle surgery. You don't have to tell me anything about feet or ankles. Like, I know what it is, and all my mistakes I could help you prevent. Because you're 14 and you're still growing, and that's a joint. Like, your joints are very vulnerable at that age because you're still growing. So if you're able to guide them, whether it's something as simple as swapping his shoes, that could be something that saves him tons of medical bills and just a lot of pain down the road.
And self-esteem.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And I think that would lend its confidence on the court too.
Of course.
If you were on the court and you don't have a proper pair of kicks, like growing up, like that was huge. That affects your game.
Exactly.
And he'll never forget you. Need those too.
Yeah. No doubt. I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie. Like I didn't have the first pair of Jordans. I bought myself, and I think I was in 8th grade or 9th grade. It was after I started working. I got the white and green 4s. There was a whole time period about that. Back when you could get them at the sales rack at VIM, I got them for $84. That was a come up. But man, I remember going against the kids with the new 17s that came in the suitcase, and just I already felt like I was at a disadvantage before I even stepped on the court. I'm like, it's like shit.
It's never the shoe though.
Nah, it's never the shoe.
You used to step on the court and say that yo, these dudes wearing all these sneakers, that's not their ball game. Nah, you gonna get your ass bust. Niggas was busting niggas' ass with Chuck Taylors on.
Yeah.
So all that support and I need this and cushion and no, dude, you
they marketed the shit out of us though.
With some bullshit on, son. Niggas, yo, in Trinity, yo, mine was playing slippers.
Yeah.
Yo, hard back man and slippers. Push to slippers. They busted them down, son. That's what I'm saying. It's never the shoe, it's the individual.
You know, Mariano Rivera was showing the glove he had growing up playing baseball.
Right.
It was a part of a cardboard box where he would just cut the slit,
See what I'm saying?
and that's how he would catch the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And other than that, and look, he's one of the greatest pitchers of all time.
Definitely.
It's not about like what you have, it's what you make of it. That's always it.
No doubt.
But damn, man, if I'm going on there with some bullshit Converse and dude's got the 17.
But what if you hitting numbers with them Converse and then you're looking at everybody else like, come on, son.
I did my numbers.
No doubt. But back to
piece of the weapons.
What I wanted to talk about. Yeah, weapons was lit back in the day, for real. You already know. The bird joints and the magic joints was those are the joints with the starter jackets.
Shout out to Starter.
You already satin joints. You already plug hint.
Yeah.
But yo, the love triangle. I wanted to talk about that.
Alright, so
because we was talking about a lot of love, so I knew that was a perfect time to bring that transition in. What's good with the love triangle?
So the love triangle, the Is From the Soul love triangle. I created this after going into Manhattan, just Manhattan, and realizing how much less fortunate people are in Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
I started realizing that I kept going to the same places where there was a high level of less fortunate people. So I created this thing called the Is From the Soul love triangle. It is the 4 areas that if you go there and you don't see less fortunate people, then I can stop doing what I'm doing, which is 14th Street, Union Square, Madison Square Garden, Penn Station, Port Authority, and Grand Central. So anytime friends, families, people coming for me to provide, I take them to those areas. The great thing also too now, we have this thing called Is From the Soul Soldiers. Is From the Soul Soldier is someone who's less fortunate, where I can give him his pair first, and then tell him, yo, go get them boys for me. And the next thing you know, he brings back 15 to 20 people. In about 15, 20 minutes, all the sneakers are done. Is From the Soul Soldier.
Wow.
That means someone who's less fortunate, who's helping me to help more less fortunate people. I let him pick his sneaker first. Then I take his sneaker and I hide it on the side of the bag, so that when they're looking through the when they see it in the bag, they don't see his pair. I bless him with his pair first, and oh man, haters. I bless him with his pair first, and then we he just continues to provide. Yeah, there's haters, but yeah, you know, and that's what the love triangle is. It's the 4 parts of Manhattan that any time you go there, you will see less fortunate people. So anybody who wants to go feed the less fortunate, or you got some stuff that you want to go give away yourself without me, go to those 4 areas. They are waiting there for you.
No doubt.
Let me ask you a quick question, because you're on the street all the time, and I'm on the street quite a lot too. Do you see homelessness increasing or decreasing?
Oh, definitely it's increasing. Definitely it's increasing. I mean, they are now programs to get them out. Programs, they're now, what do you call the stimulus? What those houses now, that low income houses and stuff like that. But before you can even get one of those, there's about 7 to 8 other credentials that you need to have in order to get that too. So I think the word homelessness is growing in New York. That's a great point you make also too, because I don't use, even on this jacket, I'm going to change this jacket also too, because I don't use the word homeless anymore. I don't use the word homeless anymore because you just degraded them even more. I say less fortunate. Why? Because there's sometimes all 5 of us here can be less fortunate and come out of that situation. Okay. Come on, all 5 of us here right now that have a job. Let your boss call you tomorrow and tell you he's shutting down.
Yep.
You can be in that same situation as them.
Definitely.
A half a paycheck or a full paycheck from being homeless.
They always say your paycheck away.
Yes, and that is true. And it does. And wait a minute. Another thing also too, with being less fortunate and the word homeless, it's people with education too who go through the same thing.
Fact.
People with degrees. It ain't just
sometimes
that.
it's worse for them.
What?
They can't even find a job.
That's
What?
probably the biggest disconnect that people don't think it can happen to them. And because of that, they don't care as much. There's sort of like, oh well, they're in that because they did drugs. Or, you know, they always try to rationalize why people are in certain situations, because in this country there's this pretense that everyone thinks if you do X, Y, Z, then you'll have the house, the kids, the picket fence, and all that. That's just not how it is. It's not how it is. Between
these times,
healthcare costs, rising costs of living, everything, and the fact that wages have been stagnant for the last 30 years. You know, all that combined, plus with, you know, the overcrowding of the city, it's not easy. It's not so simple.
Because I'm curious to see, because in about the next month, the minimum wage is going to go up to $15 an hour.
And you know that's gonna
So
mean.
I'm curious to see how these companies are going to react to that.
Well, look at what McDonald's did, right? They raised it to $15 per, but what they did was they added more computers and less people. So they're probably spending just as much on payroll as they were before when it was $7 an hour, and now instead of that you order on a touch screen.
Yeah,
And then instead of 4 people back there, it's 2.
Well, I think the jobs are going to get scarce because it's $15 an hour. They're not going to want to. They usually would hire a certain amount of people. I think now they're going to cut that in half, and you're going to have to really, really buckle down. If you got a job, you might as well try to keep it, because.
and that's another thing. And if they try to minimize the ones that is the hard workers, is definitely going to overshine. It ain't going to be a seniority thing. It's going to be a who gets it in. You know what I mean? And that's the scary part for certain people, because certain people just be going off of, yo, I've been here 20 years, nah, I'm good, I move how I move, and it's like, nah, no job is safe.
Prince, with you saying that too, that's a great point also too. I worked the same place for 19 years. Can you imagine kissing somebody for 19 years and then that one day you go there and she's like, nah, I'm good, I don't want to kiss you. So fashion, because this involves in fashion also too, for 19 years I thought I was that guy. I thought it was me. Everywhere I go, people recognize me from working at one place, until the day they told me that place was going to close. And it truly, truly affected me.
Yes.
It truly affected me. God blessing though, the only thing, the reason why it didn't affect me is because I had It's From the Soul. I had something that belongs to me. You know what I'm saying? That is mine. But a lot of other people who worked at me at Atrium, they didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to do. We worked there for so long. I worked there from 22 years old to 41, doing the same thing every day. So when they sent me to the office and was like, yo, you know, we're just going to keep it real with you. Yo, we're going to Kiff Way. We're going to close Atrium. I'm like, what? What do you mean? Yeah, we close it. Here's your package deal. We love you. This and that, you know? And shout out to Atrium also too. Shout out to Sem Ben Abraham. Funny thing is, because when Atrium closed, you know, people were, my customers, my clients, my celebrity clients was like, yo, I'm not shopping there no more. Yo, forget that place, yo. Man, I go throw a rock through them window there. Like, people was mad. People was like, yo, they let you go?
Yeah.
And then the funny thing, how people are, how I love it. And this is called, for those in the suburb, this is called hood talk. Yo, they let Dre go? Yo, son, what, he was doing his thing? He was doing his thing? No, I wasn't doing my thing. They wasn't making any money. Kiff was making what we make in a month. Kiff was making in a week. So the owner of Atrium decided to go to Kiff Way. Shout out to Sam Ben Abraham. When Atrium closed, this guy was like, yo, I know I let you go. He said, yo, me and you forever. You and Atrium is done. We're closed. And he still paid my rent for months after letting me go. You know what I'm saying? Loyalty.
Salute.
You know, so but it's just funny how things work. That's another thing also too, you know, like just, we have to understand how blessed we are. All 5 of us sitting here, how blessed. Right now in my life, I got so much things that I always try to complain about. But then everything I try to complain about, I vision something that lets me know, Andre, shut up. I just came back from Barbados. So when I was in Barbados, I saw all my cousins, they was in shape. You know what I'm saying? I came back to New York. I thought I was like, man, you know, I'm fat. I was saying I'm fat. But then the lady in front of me going through the
suspenders.
Yes, the lady in front of me, had to turn sideways to get through the turnstile. And I realized, Andre, you have nothing to complain about. Everybody, the things that we try to complain about, there are people doing worse than us. There are people doing really worse than us. We have to cherish our blessings, for real.
Yo, but this the thing. The man don't give you more than you can handle.
That's right.
Yo, son. Yo, God is crazy on how he be, you know. Not saying you crazy like that guy, you know, but in a way, in a sense where, like, yo, he want to take you to that edge to see how far your mind and your heart is and how belief you have in yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's all a self thing, son. Like, yo, if you have a desire to do something and win, and he behind you, he gonna make it. He gonna put them brick walls and them obstacles in front of you to see how bad you want it. And when you get through all of them shits, that's when you reap the benefits. You know what I'm saying?
And that's so funny you said that, because there was one point in time I was like, man, why these companies are not donating to me? You know, why? No disrespect. Why can a guy go on a train and give his sneakers away when I've been giving these sneakers for years, and now he get a sponsorship and not me? And I said, why don't get these companies to give me sneakers?
Because I used to ask you, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I used to ask you about that. Like, I seen certain people catching the wave, and I used to put the heads up, like, yo, my dude, what's going on? Yo, you don't see what they doing? They trying to take over your wave. And he used to be like, nah, Prince, nah, as long as everybody is doing the giving thing, we good. Because, yo, I see what he doing is not a lot of people doing it, so I just want everybody to give him the shoes and let him do it, and I'm selfish to my friends. I want him to shine. I don't want no Tom, Dick, and Harry with the same movement my dude is on, because he tried from day one. This ain't just from him, is his family involved, and you know, his daughter looking at him, and people looking at him that uplift him. His support system need to see him win by himself or get involved with what he doing. It's from the soul, not try to get your own. Now, yo, I'm gonna do high heels since he doing sneakers and stuff like that. Like, my nigga, no. It's not, yo. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? That's why I appreciate you being here, son. You know, I feel it's from the soul.
Because you came with me, no.
Yes,
no. So it's not
me,
like
wifey, everybody.
Yes, it's
son.
not like you.
It's not a game.
It's not like you talk about what I do. You have come and helped me. You have given away sneakers, and you've also drove me from Park Place in Utica all the way to Howard Street, between Mercer and Broadway, and back to my house.
Yes.
But my point being said, what I'm saying is, I asked, hey, why these companies are not helping me? And one time I was like, I felt like no one was helping me, no one was supporting me. And as soon as I said that, a law firm sent me 40 giant boxes of sneakers. And talking about, hey, he only give you what you know you can handle. So I was like, what am I gonna do with these 40 boxes? Not like boxes that I could chop y'all up and put y'all in them boxes. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, what am I gonna do with these boxes? But I asked for these blessings to provide. Yes. So now that you got it, just give them, just do what you gotta do, man. For sure, man, definitely.
So now your cup runneth over of sneakers.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of sneakers, and now also we telling people.
But it's not enough sneakers, because like you trying to be international with it. You know what I mean? So you need the more the merrier now. It ain't just a New York thing or a nationwide thing. You traveling, like you putting stamps in your passport, helping
other countries that I'm not from.
Exactly.
And the funny thing with that also too,
and because of the social media, it's getting more exposure.
For sure. But the funny thing with that being said also too, me doing Instrument Song internationally, the sneakers is not the issue.
Right.
It's the getting the documents, going to the office and asking, please, I'm going to your country, please can you write something for me and give a stamp? It's the airport. It's the airlines. That's the situation.
Well, with the cargo you take it.
Oh yes, because because now they're like you go. I'm going to the airport with 30-inch duffel bags, 30 by 15 by 14 and a half, and we're full of brand new sneakers.
They
and
all
sneakers,
North Face?
they like, huh?
They all.
No, they Adidas duffel bag. And why you want one?
Nah,
But
you don't know.
and they like, yo, you taking all these sneakers and you're not selling one. My friend, I'm not selling one. I bring the copy.
Oh, that's how they looking at it.
Yeah, like, yo, he's trying to get brand. So what I gotta do, I gotta bring the copy of me in the New York Post. I gotta show them the video from me in CNN, Fox 5, ABC News. I gotta bring my my Eric Adams award that Eric Adams
I was just
gave
about
me.
to say, why you don't bring a T-shirt with that on it?
You know what I'm saying?
Like, yo, you ain't see what's going on here.
But that's the things you got to do, man. When it, you know, because not everybody is gonna be into your passion. My passion, I love to see less fortunate people with good, comfortable sneakers.
Yes.
And people be telling me, yo, you injusting them by giving them sneakers. Because if I see them with nice sneakers, I'm not gonna give them nothing. So now what we doing, and we've been talking about this for 2 years, but now we stopped talking about it. It's happening. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get a brander, so I can brand my logo either in the front, the side, or the back of the sneaker. Why? So when you in Miami coming up and you chilling and you see a less fortunate people with some nice Adidas and J's on, you can be like, my man Andre gave that to him. Your friend, you're like, how the hell you know who gave those to him? Because it's my friend's logo on the front. It shows that it's from the soul gave it to them. Yeah, for sure, man.
That's
so
nice.
yeah, it's not easy. My passion is not everyone else's passion. So, but we just got to keep doing it until people believe, and even if they don't believe, we just still got to do it, man. It's too many people, not just in this state, not in this country, who just do not have good, proper footwear on. And the sneaker culture is $1 billion, $1 trillion culture. You know?
Yep.
For every sneaker you buy that come in black, after that the gray come, then the sesame, then the orange, then the green, and you gotta keep up.
Yeah, they get crazy with that.
Yeah. Shout out to those sneakerheads who donate. Shout out to you. Love.
But Andre, you know how they always say you need the haters too. That's how you know you're doing something right. Because if you was doing something, if you wasn't doing something right, you'd have no haters. Trust me. Prince can tell you.
How you know he not selling them shoe?
Yeah. I know you just get enough of that.
What? How you know he not selling them shoe? Or what? Or he doing it for him. Shout out to that TV show that I was supposed to be on, that it didn't happen because you wanted me to send you pictures, 1,000 pictures of me, and I kept trying to send you pictures of the logo, but you didn't want that. You wanted pictures of me. But I was trying to let them know that it's not about me. This is finally a real organization.
Exactly.
So why don't you show this? Show this. Don't show me.
Right.
If you sit next to Phil Knight, who owns Nike, you wouldn't even recognize who he is, but you recognize his logo, right? So why can't you recognize my logo and not me? It's, if it's about this, then I feel like I'm doing it for me. You understand? But this is about them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Nah, I feel you, son. Nah, that's how you gotta be passionate about it, but the people don't know how deep your passion is. So you gotta show them better than you could tell them, and that's what you be doing. You know
I get on the train every day. On the train, I get on the train from Utica. You know that Utica Avenue and the 4 train station is nothing to play with.
Right.
Some angry West Indian people.
All day.
You know, I get on the train from Utica all the way to Manhattan with about 100 of these, and I get on the train and I talk to people about what I do. My name's Andre Mcdonnell. I'm not gonna rap. I'm not gonna sing. I didn't ask you for any money. I'm going to work just like you. I have an organization called It's From the Soul. I travel domestically and internationally in making sure that less fortunate people have good sneakers. If you're interested, here's my Instagram on here, my Facebook, and my website. My cell number is on there also too. If you're not, God bless you. I'm sorry that if I'm ruining anyone's morning. I'm on my way to work just like you guys. But once you want to hear something good and powerful on the way to work, instead of somebody flipping and dancing, almost kicking your teeth out. Yo.
Anyway.
Yo.
So, Andre,
Yes.
What new projects you working on right now?
So I just came back from Montego Bay Boys and Girls Club. Montego Bay Boys and Girls Club. Love. Montego Bay Boys and Girls Club. Kids over in Montego Bay Boys and Girls Club are playing soccer with no shoes and socks on in the dirt.
Damn.
We took 243 sneakers to Montego Bay Boys and Girls Club. They only have 150 members. And shout out to Team First, because Team First they shut down the Kentucky Fried Chicken in Montego Bay and bought hundreds of chicken fried biscuit for the kids while we gave sneakers. Yeah. I'm on my way back to Jamaica. The Prime Minister's wife is taking It's From the Soul to Kingston, and we're going to provide. Come back, and then, God willing, it's happening. January 13th to the 17th, I'll be in Jerusalem, Israel. Now, there's been a little conflict about that, and now I came up with a solution. We're going to do both parts of Israel. We're going to do the Arabic part, and we're going to do the Jewish part to provide for both areas. And from January 13th to the 17th, we're going to Israel.
I mean, if it's needed, both parts, you might as well
be at that city parts. The way it is. If you go to Old Jerusalem, there's the Muslim quarters, the Christian quarters, and the Jewish quarters.
Shout out to one of my old customers. You crazy? Adrian, 97 and 98, Big Sean. Shout out to one of my old customers. Used to always come and shop with me at the store. Big shout out. Come on. You crazy? Stay in my store. Crazy? Yo.
Shout out family in the
yeah.
Building, that's how the house runs. So, you don't know who might pop up.
Yo.
This house is crazy.
Let's get it. Tell them where they can find you.
So you can find me at itsfromthesoul.org. Soul is S-O-L-E. It means it's from the soul of your heart to the sole of their feet. We have It's From the Soul Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. But we are trying to direct people to our website to donate monetarily so we can continue domestically and internationally going to other countries. We are a certified nonprofit organization. You have nothing to worry about no more, you know what I'm saying? You can also find us on any forms of social media. Google the word It's From the Soul. And this is what we're doing. We're just taking the sneaker culture again, giving people who need it and not people who want it.
Thanks. Robert, where can he find you?
Robbie Fingers, ROBBIEFINGERS, Twitter, Instagram, Queens Boulevard, blah, blah, blah.
Prancer.
Yes. PRANCELO 24/7. You know, Prince Low. Flatbush Corner, salute.
Yeah, thank you guys, man, for allowing me to come here. I'm very excited. I was supposed to be here 3 weeks ago, but an R&B singer came and took my place. You know, I don't sing, so, you know what I mean? I was excited. I took the day off from my 9 to 5. And,
Shout out to Gabrielle.
Yeah, upcoming R&B singer, you know. I don't have no dub plates, so she you know, she took my spot. But love, good luck with your career, much success. When you get there, please, It's From the Soul. We love to do something with you. Shout out. Yo.
Well, Andre, thank you for coming through.
What's up with you though, bro?
You can find me at Polo Pride on Instagram. Yeah, you can come to the eBay store. You can buy the totes, the pins. We got a hat. Just support. We'll be back. We're just taking a break.
Yes.
We'll be back shortly. This has been there, Rock That. Ciao.
Love.
Peace. 2 hours.
What's up? Guys. How you feel, man?